The Congolese artisanal mining sector has experienced quite some change. Since 2010, several types of conflict mineral policies have become implemented, such as traceability schemes. Traceability schemes are necessary because they determine the origin of minerals such as cassiterite and coltan, which is needed because rebel groups are assumed to benefit from this mineral trade to finance their conflict. Mainly in Katanga, this implementation has been concentrated. Only within a year, 40 mine sites have become covered, while in comparison in the Kivu provinces, only 3 mine sites have been covered. And that's paradoxical, as in the Kivus, it's where the conflict is going on, and you would expect the policy to become implemented there. So why is that? My name is Diemel. I'm a PhD student at the Wageningen University in the Netherlands. Traceability schemes are quite expensive and there's a lack of financial resources. So you could say that Katanga has been chosen as an implementation site. One could also say that the Kivus are quite insecure, but we think we have to look beyond those obvious explanations. We claim that it's a small group of important stakeholders that has determined this concentration of policy implementation in Katanga. And this small group we call the Katanga Policy Network. So the main actors in this policy network are MMR, ITSCI and the Congolese government. MMR is the major trading house in Katanga, trading coltan and cassiterite. ITSCI is the London-based tin organization representing the tin industry. And it's also ITSCI who organizes this traceability scheme. And then thirdly, we have the Congolese government who is also involved. The close cooperation between these 3 actors has certainly facilitated the implementation of traceability and speeded up. MMR, for example, has pre-financed the startup of ITSCI in Katanga, which cost them between $1 and $2 million. The Congolese government has ensured these investments made by MMR, or the returns on this investment, by arranging a high amount of concessions for MMR. Another example of these interdependencies is the favorable position that the Congolese government has given to ITSCI. The cooperation between these 3 actors has certainly led to a very fast implementation of traceability in Katanga, which is a positive development. But then at the same time, it also has its downsides. It has concentrated 3T mineral trade in the hands of only a few. In 2013, for example, MMR was responsible for 85% of the production of cassiterite from Katanga. At the same time, we see that almost all Kivu traders have withdrawn from Katanga. ITSCI so far, until 2014, has been the only provider of traceability schemes in the DRC. I've used policy ethnography as a methodology for this research. I've conducted open interviews with lots of stakeholders in the 3T mining sector, such as government officials, also representatives of trading houses, cooperatives, miners themselves, small traders, and so on. Fieldwork was conducted in Kinshasa, in Kalemi, Lubumbashi, and several mine sites, and together took 17 months of fieldwork. Conducting research or doing fieldwork as a Mzungu, a white person, can be quite challenging sometimes in the DRC, as you're very visible. So to enter an office and to do a private interview is difficult because everyone knows that you're there and what you're doing probably as well.